Here we go. Hello. This time I'm live. Someone wrong at the beginning. Come on, don't bring that up. Come on, move out my way. Here we go. Put this in here. Come on. Oh, damn. Okay, today, our team played Monday night, 49ers. So we're here to discuss on how we could beat the LA Rams. Here come Dave. No, wait a minute. There's somebody else.
What's up, Corey?
Hey, John Jay. How you doing?
I've been busy all day, but what's up?
That's good. Here come Dave.
Here's the party.
What's going on, fellas?
Hey.
Make sure I got to pause the YouTube. There we go.
Mm-hmm. I was hanging out with Tommy and that Dallas Cowboys. He's a good dude. And then I saw you, so then I was going to wait, and then I was going to go to YTC for a little bit, and then when I was in backstage, you left, so I dipped. So I'm here.
Well, I was over at YTC for a minute while I was waiting for Corey to go live.
Yeah.
Brandon was like, "What you messing with your bag of chips for?" I was explaining to Brandon that his bag of chips is part of the show and has been.
Oh man, I'm so glad the Bears lost.
Yeah.
Okay, that's enough. I already gave Michael a little bit of some fun moment.
Yeah, I saw that, and that right now. I'm 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and Kansas City State beating Tampa Bay. I'll be 10.
I gotta start writing my keeping tracks of my wins losses.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, I was me and Arizona won. And I'm like, oh man, I wanted them to lose.
I know. And then the Broncos lost to the Raiders. I was going, what?
And then Seattle lost to Detroit.
The Lions. And the Lions,
dude, that game 48-45. What?
Like both teams play like both of them were like great offenses, but it's just their defense are trash.
I mean, were their defenders even on the field? Did they just say, all right, so we're sending the punter, the kicker, the long snapper? I mean, were they like, we're going to send these guys out to play? The defense is taking the day off. I mean, that was like.
Yeah.
And right now, Kansas City got Tampa Bay 28-17.
Sheesh. I was so busy this morning. I had to run some errands. I had to meet up with a relative of mine. I didn't get home until 1 o'clock. And since then, I've just been wasting my time on the computer. So tomorrow, I'm going to be so busy. But that's what I get. I got to stop hanging out with YTC on Sundays.
Yeah, today I didn't do nothing but watch TV. And I did go down and let out my little baby chickens with my niece. We was down there and make sure they okay and let them run around a little bit. Keep them safe from the cats and any other animals that want to come and try to attack them. And so now, Monday night, we got Monday night, and we want to win this game because it's a must-win game. I mean, since we had Seattle won and Arizona won, and so we need to keep the Rams down. We need to go 2-2 too. In a division game, if we can win our division, we can make a playoff. And the only way we can do that is to beat the Rams. And so we gotta have Jimmy no mistakes, run the ball, and if our defense could keep their offense our offense keep their offense off the field by having these long drives. Take time possession away from them. And if our defense can get some turnovers and score some points too. Our defense guys, we need to get some turnovers and score.
Right now, I got the Niner Gang podcast on, but I don't know how many channels they're like live on right now because they're showing all kinds of comments I don't see. I'm confused.
Oh, that's Niner Dion, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy.
Well, he's got a couple different guys on there, and I think they're all live on their respective channels.
Yep. Anyway, I was talking with my boy Shifty when we did a candlestick, podcast that I did with them, and let's just say, like we have so many podcasters that some of them forget that, we got to be like united. Some of them, have been, mean to me and CG, but I want to get that over. But it's just sad that some people are who they are. But like I said, I support everybody. I don't care if they have beef with people. That's their problems, not mine. But Shifty, he's a good dude. I like him. He's a good dude.
Oh, yeah. Bobby Turner's back with the team, huh?
Yeah. Speaking of that, I was just talking with Tommy just like before I came on this stream that he said he was going to take the entire year off because of health reasons. So was it not that serious, or did he not want to coach?
Or did he go, I can't watch this shit, and just say I'm coming back? I'm thinking it might have been, I can't watch this.
So, David, what do you think are keys for victory, how we can beat the Rams?
Well, they're going to stack the box.
Yep.
So it's time to go 2 tight end set and utilize Werner like we haven't been. I mean, the guy came, he made some strides last year when it comes to his pass catching. He's a good run blocker. But he made some serious strides last year when it comes to pass catching, and they haven't been utilizing him. So it's time to go 2 tight end set. It's time to go jumbo package and ram it right down the Rams' throat. I keep thinking we got to go quick slant, offense, just get the ball out of Jimmy G's hands. But the dude will throw 4 interceptions trying to do that.
Oh, I know. I forgot to do. I forgot to send this invite to Dina.
Mm.
And
Well, like for me, like the keys to victory for the 49ers has always been the same, but I think every week is going to be different. And one thing that will really, really make Jimmy even bad is the offensive line. Mike McGlinchey is the only veteran on that offensive line, and that's scary. Burford has been doing the best he can, but he's only had 3 games so far. Jake Brendel has 5 bad snaps in the 3 games. 5 bad snaps that he has not been able to give either Trey Lance or Jimmy Garoppolo. 5 in 3 games. That is a very bad number. Your center is supposed to control that, so that worries me. Aaron Banks, the same thing with Burford. Only 3 games so far in their careers. And now we got Colton McKivitz. The Rams are going to have a field day with that offensive line. Now, like I said yesterday, I don't know what podcast, it wasn't on my YouTube channel, but I said that for whatever the reason, the offensive line of the Niners, even when we did not have Trent Williams, we somehow did well against the Rams. So I don't know if that's going to be the same norm. And one thing that the Niners have to really do is like basically, if you're going to line up Debo behind the line of scrimmage, use him as a decoy and give the ball to like Kyle Juszczyk, things like that. Like write these crazy plays that he's known for. But unfortunately, I see something very different in this game that I got a feeling someone in that wide receiver room or someone that we do not know is going to be taking that role of Debo because I think Kyle has a bunch of trickery. So hopefully that's what happens. On the defensive side of the ball, Charvarius Ward, he has a stat that I did not know. 59.2% passer rating against quarterbacks. He only has 12 throws at his direction, and the receivers have only caught 6 passes on him. So that is a really good stat. So he's earning that money so far. Another stat that scares me is Emmanuel Mosley. He's been targeted 16 times. He's allowed 9 catches, and he has a passer rating of 143 against the quarterbacks. That's the worst in the NFL right now. So I got a feeling that they're going to attack Emmanuel Mosley, and that's scary. I don't know about Eric Armstead.
What is he?
He's in the building? Oh.
He's in the chat.
Yeah, because he's
stopping by.
He's streaming.
Yeah, he's still live with the game.
Yeah, they're going live after the game ends to Giants Nation. I'm not going to go on that stream. Yeah, because I got a very, very busy day. I got to go to the UPS store. I got to drop up some internet equipment.
He said he's 10-4 in the pick'ems so far.
Anyway. Oh man.
Yeah, I'm 9. I seem to love 9 right now. But right now, if Tampa Bay went, like I said, if Kansas City beat Tampa Bay, I'll be 10.
So here's something very interesting, and it's because YTC, I know him. I am 4-0 with the Giants pick'ems. I had the Giants beating the Titans. I had the Giants beating the Panthers. I had the Giants losing to Dallas, and I had the Giants beating the Bears. I am 4-0. 4-0. So imagine if I continue to pick this correctly, man, I know the Giants more than my Niners. That is sad. So Yeah.
I didn't watch Michael whole video, but he was like,
I saw that video. He was like timing out people. He was yelling at YTC and Dub's Only podcast. You know,
I ain't watching. I just because my phone was going low, and I said I need to put it on the charger, and so I go down there and watch my chickens.
So
I didn't get to watch them all.
yeah.
I
I'm
should
watching
say
the
this.
Chargers game behind you. I got it muted because I don't know if it's Collinsworth or not, but I absolutely can't stand the guy.
Collinsworth, I've said this to a lot of people. He hates the 49ers. Why? Because he played with the Bengals, and he was on both those teams that lost in the Super Bowl. The same thing with Joe Buck. Joe Buck hates the San Francisco Giants because in the 1987 National League Championship game, there was a little scuffle, and one of the Giants players was like from one of those Latin islands, one of those little Caribbean islands, and for whatever the reason, he showed a little bit of some bigotry, and so the Bay Area people do not like Joe Buck, and it was just a little ball hit the batter, and the pitcher, bench is clear, and his father, who passed away, I don't know what year, but his father got Joe Buck into the business of baseball, but Joe Buck hates the San Francisco Giants, and Collinsworth hates the 49ers. There are a lot of people who are former players, announcers who are now retired. They hate the San Francisco Giants and they hate the Niners because in the late 80s and 90s, the Giants were good. And in the early 2000s, the Giants were good. So, and then the 49ers, in the 80s and 90s, they dominated the NFL. So there were a lot of people that hated, the Giants and the Niners. Like, people who lived in the Bay Area will tell you that even though the San Francisco Giants were not winning, they were always winning the division. They were always in the playoffs. The 1997 season, the Giants could have been in the World Series, but they lost to the Marlins in the first round. So in 2000, the Giants could have been in the World Series, but they lost to the Mets, who would go to the World Series, and they would lose to the Yankees. So, yeah. Then in 2003, the same thing that happened in 1997. The Giants played the not the Dolphins, the Marlins. Just like in 1997, they lose in the first round. They beat the Yankees in the 2003. So 1997, 2000, 2003, the Giants, if they were not stopped by those teams, the Giants could have had 4 World Series because the teams that went to the championship played easy teams. So, yeah, it was a good era in the Bay Area, like from like the Niners were always in like the big title games. The Giants were always, postseason. So, yeah.
Okay, who do y'all feel who's going to score the first touchdown tomorrow game?
Let's see. So, all right. Deebo Samuel scored a rushing touchdown against the Bears. Week 2, the 49ers scored a lot of touchdowns, so I forgot who scored the first one against the Seattle. Last week, Brandon Ayuk scored a touchdown. So, in that logic, it should be a usual suspect. But just like I always do, I'm going to always choose someone that no one is picking. So, I got a feeling that the Niners' first touchdown could be like a Kyle Juszczyk touchdown. Could be like a Jeff Wilson touchdown. It could be like a Jordan Mason touchdown, but I don't see any of the usual suspects. No. Ross Dwelley scored the first touchdown for the 49ers. So it was Deebo, Ross Dwelley, and Ayuk. So I'm gonna take a leap of faith, and I'm gonna say that maybe Kittle will get the first touchdown.
David.
We're talking. Oh yeah, we're talking our game.
Yeah.
Well, I think Nick Bosa is going to live in the backfield rent free. The Lambs are starting 2 backup guards on their O line, and they got that replacement for the old guy on the left. So I think they're going to have issues keeping Stafford clean. When it comes to our offense, I still am. It's a big question mark, man. I mean, our young offensive line, Burford and Banks, I honestly do think that they're getting better as they go. They're coming along. Brindle sucks. McGlinchey is what he is. He sucks at pass blocking. He's good at run blocking. And then we're going to have Mikovits and Jalen Moore at left tackle. Has there been anything saying that Brunskill's been practicing at left tackle?
Well, he's been out for the first 3 weeks. This week, he was finally ruled as questionable. So I don't know.
He's been practicing. I don't know what position.
I mean, okay, John Jay, think about this. So Brunskill, when he was starting, you remember like back in 2019, we had School and Brunskill, starting because Joe Staley and McGlinchey were out, right?
Yep.
They did pretty admirable. They did pretty good. But then School was like struggling at left tackle, and McGlinchey was back. So they swapped him out for Brunskill, and Brunskill was actually doing pretty good. So, I mean, I don't know if he's just better at playing tackle because he's got more space. Maybe, I don't know what is going on there. But my thoughts are, if the guy can play, let's start him at left tackle. Just because, I mean, Mikovits sucks. Jalen Moore, I think he's a guard. I don't think he can play tackle. But Brunskill has actually proven he can do it. Not saying he'll be like great at it. I mean, we don't need great. We need just enough. That's what we need right now. We have Trent Williams. When he comes back, we'll throw great over there. But right now, we need someone to get by. We need someone that actually has a passing grade and is better than Jalen Moore and Mikovits.
So, David, I asked the question. I said, who you going to think going to score the first touchdown?
Oh, okay. Here I am giving this game analysis. Honestly, I think. Oh, dude, that's a tough question, Corey.
I don't.
Because our offense sucks, our defense rocks.
Mm-hmm.
So that
So speaking of that sentiment, so we know the offense is going to have a big problem. Do you think that the Broncos defense, really showed how good that defense is, or do you think that the Broncos were just lucky that they were like just because that's a question that because I've always known that the Broncos have a good defense. They don't have a top tier number one defense, but do you think maybe the Broncos defense may be legit?
I think their defense is top 10. I don't see them being top 5. But our offense is anemic. So it was kind of like they were going up against an offense that just plain wasn't ready to play, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And they took advantage of that. So
and I totally agree because that Jimmy, I'm not trying to forgive, some people get this all twisted. You're forgiving Jimmy, all the stuff. I'm not forgiving him. He showed who he is. Like there was a pass where I think it was his only deep pass to Debo Samuel. If Debo was like facing the end zone and the ball was like where he was running and striving, catching it, Debo could have had like a long touchdown. But Debo had to turn around, and he still caught the football. And it reminded me about Emmanuel Sanders. That's why, again, I was talking to Tommy before I hopped on this stream, and I was saying the same thing. And then there's a picture on the internet, and I saved it on my desktop where Jimmy's first read was Debo Samuel, and he looked at him in his direction. And I was wondering, all right, why did you not throw it? Were you scared that the ball will go too far or too short? So that's why you didn't throw it? 2, do you know that your arm strength is not what it is? Or 3, you just did not give a damn because he saw a wide open receiver. So why did he not throw it? And he decided to, in a half a second, look at a triple team Brandon Ayuk that was like 5 yards down the field and decided to throw the football at him. So again, I'm not trying to forget Jimmy, but one thing that I do want to say when Trent Williams left and the offensive line, there was a lot of bad situations, like on the safety. First of all, why did Kyle call a play action when you're in your goal line? So that's a good question. So when you do play action, you need about 10 yards to basically do your cut, that play action cut. And once Jimmy did his stuff, there was already a lineman in front of his face, and he decided to get some space because I think he didn't want to take the sack, and he just ran out of space and threw the football, and he didn't even want to care to throw the football away. He tried to give the ball enough time, which allowed the defender. So the thing about this game is, like, after I watched it and rewatched it, Jimmy sucked. But that defense versus that offensive line, I think, was a problem because if Jimmy Garoppolo has a good game tomorrow with that line and he has enough time to survey the field, throw the ball, get the ball out, I'm like, here we go again. Here we go again, where he's bad and then good, bad and good. So it's just hard for me to hate the guy because he's never bad all the time, but he's never good all the time. So there's a lot of things that Broncos defense like really took a lot of the bad issues that line was dealing with, and Jimmy was who he was.
Yeah, I'm thinking our first score might come over a turnover. Hufanga might intercept the ball and return for 6.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh boy.
See, I think Crazy Juices in the chat.
What's up? The great Crazy Juice. Man, I have never been to what? No, let me not say it. I've drove through the city of LA. I've never, got out of the car or the vehicle that I was there, at, and I drove through the city. The majority was on the freeways because we were going to San Diego. But some of the stuff that I saw when I was going to LA was just like, like those palm trees and like those neighborhoods. I didn't really see like Hollywood or like I saw where all the working people like lived, the working people.
Crazy Juice. Who do you think gonna score the first touchdown?
I think we will, but it will be defense or special teams.
How is it going, Corey and everyone? CG.
Hop on, man.
49 top.
Hop on, dude.
I think he's with his wife. So
yeah, he's with his wife. Yeah. Oh, I want that ruthless aggression. Sheesh.
Yeah, I have a kind of crazy feeling that it might be defense. We was wrong. I was wrong. Here's CG Ruthless Sports. Oh, 49 Talk. Oh, sorry.
What's up, man? Just gonna stop by a little quickly before I get back inside, man. I gotta go. Went to the store, but man, we just gotta win this game. It's a must-win.
Yeah.
Yep.
Man, Rudy's getting a little too ahead of himself, but he's a great dude.
I like Rudy. Like I was
Yeah, he's a
talking
good
to
dude.
Tommy. I was talking to Tommy before I came on this stream. He's on Valix, and Tommy was like, Tommy's so funny. Like he says something mean and then he says something positive. He's so weird. But anyway, yo, CG, while you're here, you got to watch the stream of Butters. He was timing out his Bears fans, all those people getting all angry. Damn.
I think he was bashing a little bit on Justin Fields. I've seen a little bit of him trying to be a little critical on him now.
Jeez.
Yeah.
But I got to barely watch a. What?
So CG,
What are you
who you think on?
Wow.
Let's go to first touchdown.
Who you think who's going to score the first touchdown for the Niners this game?
Yeah.
No, in the game.
In the game.
Oh yeah, for Monday.
It's a tough one.
Man, this may be a tough one, but I might go on a quarterback sneak, Jimmy Garoppolo.
Wow.
It's a statement, bro, because everybody's been criticizing him a little bit. I'm not a big fan of him by any means, but I think it's going to happen. A quarterback sneak for a touchdown.
Possibility. Yeah.
Platform 246. Lawrence.
Lawrence, what's happening, faithful?
Yeah.
that dude's cool. I'm working with a project with wrestling at some point, but we'll work on it soon.
Yeah. I actually found my first business venture called Fan Media Network. Hold on, what's it called? Yeah, Fan Media Network. I am part of their team.
Well,
that's why I'm creating.
There's different people joining. Like Wayne Breeze is on a different site, but it's on the British people.
Yeah, so basically, I didn't know who this was. I was talking to this Raider, but she lives in Chicago, but I don't know why she covers the Raiders, because I'm looking for Raiders people, because of course we play the Raiders. And she was telling me about this thing called Fans Media Network. So she gave me the information, and I was like, oh, it's cool. So then they're like, hey, so now I got their stuff, and I'm gonna advertise it. I'm creating another channel for that. I have to create programming, so that's why I reached out to you, CG, and I'm still working on it because again, like I said, I'm slowly growing, trying to build a network, and this is what I always wanted to do, was to get the Niners community together.
Yeah,
work together.
I've been taking.
Yeah.
I've been taking a little break, man. I haven't been doing much streams as much, man. I've been kind of taking a little breather.
Yep. The good thing about this thing is like you don't have to do live streams. You don't have to do like guest. All you gotta do is like quick updates, like basically like 90-second videos is what they're looking for, and then they put it on their website, their YouTube channel. 90-second video. So for example, they tell me, hey, can you make a 90-second video on the 49ers? And then I can do my editing. So like that's the good thing about it. You don't need to do shows. I'm gonna do a show on that I'm working on, but like the people who want to post like quick videos, just send me the videos. I'll post it on the website, the YouTube channel, and then that'll be cool.
Sometimes I gotta be doing that on the NFC West Network. They always ask me to do like a 2-minute video or something so they can edit.
Yeah, and then I have all the logos, so like, you'll be part.
Yeah, the logos are pretty dope, man.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of stuff that I've been working on. I don't know. A lot of the stuff has been my idea for the NFC West Network, but they've been trying to like take my advice. I said you need to take some cartoon avatars, because that's how some of them grow their channels quickly. Like if you look at the AFC East Roundtable, bro, they got a huge amount of audience, bro, with that channel.
Ooh.
So I kind of gave them the boost of confidence. I said, bro, we got to step it up a little bit. And that's why I just said, bro, you don't want to be like those other guys. You want to be something more out there. So I use the label network for them because it kind of fits us better. Like we think of NFL Network, right?
Mhm.
We think of it that way, but we use it in the NFC West Network, which is, it's got to be a good project, you know? But
Yeah.
I don't know. Bird Game's been always trying to push me in for a lot of other stuff, but I kind of been too busy with my stuff, man.
So
So I still do the streams on his shows, but not like I don't go on the shows all the time, but whenever he needs me to jump on in, I'm more than happy, but I don't go on it like all the time.
yeah, that's true. But like I said, so I
Yeah,
got
we
my
need
foot.
to win this game because I want to.
Oh, we're gonna win, dude. We're gonna win. This is gonna be like a Robbie Gold field goal kicking. We're gonna do a nail biter. We're gonna win it with Robbie Gold. It's gonna be 24-21.
Yeah. So
It's gonna be an interesting game. I think we're gonna have to focus on trying to cover Cup a little more. We'll have to limit him a little bit. And if we can do that, we can stop the running game. We'll force Stafford to throw the ball more, which that's been his little issue. And we want to see how good that elbow is or whatever he has going on.
yeah,
We want to test that fatigue on him.
yeah.
But yeah, I just wanted to stop by for a little bit. Yeah, John Jay, we'll figure out something. Yeah, it just has to work on, like, if it's anywhere before 6 or something like that, like on different days, like, because Tuesday is my commitment for the network, and then other days I'm more than open except the Monday nights. I always keep it consistently, you know.
Well, the thing, as I mentioned, and the reason why I'm telling you this right now in advance is that the only time I'm going to be live streaming is for a show that I am doing with a few other people. Now, if you want to figure out a live stream, you know, like, I want to suggest that because, again, I want to put video, like, basically this YouTube channel is not John Jay's YouTube channel. It's basically Niners people. And I wrote it in there. Like I said, they're giving me the free power to use their logos, their information, and I get permission. There's no copyright, no nothing. I have the usage. So that's why I'm not paying for nothing. Everything's all free. But the thing is that they want to have, like, videos of John Jay, and then another day a video like Shifty, another like little 90-second video where you just say,
yeah, 90 seconds should work.
So basically, like I said, like just before Halloween, I'm gonna start to feature it, and then I'm gonna let people who want to hop in, and hopefully we'll see how it goes. So
well, I'm interested as long as it works on our schedule budget. I'm cool with it, bro.
yeah.
So just inbox me whatever you said you'll update me pretty soon, but
I'll update you.
Yeah.
I'll let you know. So,
hopefully everything's well with you. Sorry I don't go by the streams as much, man. It's just I got a lot of stuff going on. But
yeah, I know.
just had to stop by pretty quickly because I was at the store. But I'm already heading to my house right now. So I'll talk to you guys later. Hey, for David McNew, man, we got this Monday, bro.
I hope.
Oh yeah.
I hope.
Hey, guess what's going to happen? Stafford's going to be, hey, you know what's going to happen with this Niners defense? We're going to get on Stafford so bad that he's going to have to file for Social Security disability.
I hope.
Hey, we didn't have
Yeah, he's going to be qualified for that after those disability hits, bro.
Yeah.
Bosa's going to put him on there. I just had to throw that joke out there, man.
Yeah, and tell Butters to stop paying that dude to go after Niners, dude, because he has to stop. He has to stop.
I know he's too much, man. He's too much. But all right, guys, I'll catch you guys later. It was good stopping by for a little bit.
Yeah. Thank you.
Anyway.
Thank you, CG.
Well, now you know, guys. I'm doing my little business venture. Hopefully, it does well. I am part of the Fan Media Network, and I'm the Niners guy. So, you know, they're not a big company. They're not like a big media, but they let fans control. Basically, they're like, you sign in with them, you create an account, you know, then they'll like, all right, Then you do like a little introduction video for their company, and they'll look at it, which basically everyone like passes it. You just tell them, where you're from, what, like if you're a reporter, if you're a former athlete, a former journalist, or if you're just a fan, and then you tell them about the teams that you're covering. If you have like your little podcast, your little thing, and in like less than like 30 minutes, they're like, all right, you now you can download these little logos and stuff. You're free to use it. If we want to feature you on our YouTube channel or on their platform, they'll ask us, and then a little exposure. So it's basically like like fan driven. It's a fan driven company, so it's not like I'm being paid, but I'm able to use their stuff. So that's good. Yep.
Yeah. Let me see. Now I'm asking Cal, please
Wow.
run the ball. Run the ball. Run. Use
Yeah.
all our running backs.
You know that actually brings up my X Factor player for the game, Jordan Mason.
Mm-hmm.
Now we just brought Turner back, and I'm hoping Turner sees Mason in practice and goes, Kyle, this guy needs some carries. What are you doing?
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I would like to see Kyle get creative and say, you know what? Since we got all these, injured tight ends with Dwelly and Croft, let's go ahead and bring up Jason Poe from the practice squad. We'll call him a tight end, and we're going to use him in the backfield instead of Juice as a blocker. That they want to stack the box. We're going to throw 6 offensive linemen at him. I would like to see him do something like that, but yeah, I doubt it's going to happen. But Poe's pretty damn athletic, man. I'm pretty sure he could hit that hole and make an opening for a running back.
Platform 246. If you'd like to come on in here, the link is in the chat.
I need to. I subscribe to so many 49er content creators. I can't keep up.
Mm-hmm.
There are times I got 2 devices going, and I'm starting to think I need to go get a 3rd device just so I can get everybody going at once. Because sometimes there's 3 on. That's why I need to subscribe to him. I need to subscribe to Lawrence, but I mean, there's so many 49er content creators. It's like, dang.
Yep.
Well, like there's like you said, there's so many. Like I don't subscribe to everybody. I support them, but I don't subscribe to everybody. It's nothing personal. Like you said, like now you got to get another device to watch. Everybody. So like, and I'm not saying not to support them. I'm just saying to be realistic. Like that's why I don't do sub for sub. Like sub for sub is stupid. That's why YouTube hates it. That's why they say you have like 1,000 subscribers and you have like, and you're following like 500, 600, YouTube will not monetize you, even if because you're not supposed to do sub for sub. So say you have like 15 to 20, you have 1,000 subscribers, YouTube is okay with that. The problem is that so many people are subbing to get subs, and are you putting the content into it? So that's the thing that a lot of people don't understand. And again, like there are people who I subscribe to, and I don't watch their stuff until like a week after because I'm hella busy. Like I'm busy myself. Like I pop in on the round table or the round check with CG. I say, "What's up?" I watch like 10 minutes of it, then I got to do something, or like I watch like the final like 15, 20 minutes, because I can't watch the whole thing. I'm busy, things like that. So it's nothing personal if I'm not watching your stuff. It's just that.
Yeah, I hear you.
So
yeah, I'm subscribed to so many channels too.
So the point is like like I still follow Jay and the Bay. You know, I follow. Let's see. I follow. Fuck. Anyway, I follow. Some content. I even follow some non 49ers content creators, but I don't follow everyone. I watch their videos, when I can, but just because I'm not subscribed doesn't mean I don't hate nobody. And also, like, I found out something where like I can subscribe to you and you don't see my thing because the privacy thing. So there are a lot of people like I have like 337 people who are subscribed to my channel, but everybody else is private. So I don't know who's following me as well. So yeah.
Yeah, I hate when I see. I say, God darn it! I got platform on live, then I got you on live, then I got
Mm-hmm.
49 Mighty or
Like Wayne Breezy.
CG might come on
Yeah, like
live.
Wayne
I'm like,
Breezy. I supported
I'm
Wayne
like,
Breezy. He's a good dude.
I'm like, man, who do I go to? Who can I?
Yeah, Wayne Breezy, Jane LeBay. No disrespect, I don't follow Aaron anymore or Bashar or first not sickness. Because there is some issues. I'm not gonna bring it up, but they are who they are. So I don't go over there. No disrespect. Uh, I'm subscribed to SF Brad, but I don't watch his stuff. I don't watch his stuff.
Therefore, it says it's
Let's
hard
see.
to choose who to watch.
I'm subscribed to John Chapman. I'm not subscribed to Rumble no more because like yeah.
Yeah, I'm still subscribed to him. I'm still with all of them.
Yeah. I am not sub to Grant. People know that. Like and I let my feelings know. Again, I don't hate Grant Cohen. Like what he has done, like 50, I think he has 53,000 subscribers now. That's hard to do. It's hard to do. And and he submitted like his father, like I watch his father. Probably the only time I watch is with his father. His father, at least, is forthright. When I covered the Bay Area sports teams back in the day, he said he knew nothing about sports. So what did Grant's father do? He would watch and look at sports like watching a movie, and he would basically be like a critic. So Grant's father became a sports critic. So he was honest, and Grant needs to do that. He needs to just say, I'm a Niner critic. I'm a Niner critic." Because and if he would say that, I would give him a little bit more of the respect. But again, I'm not gonna follow his stuff. Rumbo, I think someone told me who like knows him from a long time that he used to be on a radio station that doesn't exist no more. So he took that talent in like 2014 and created his platforms. So that's why he does his call-in shows and just talks to people. So yeah.
Yeah, I started. Let me see who I first started seeing. Nine and Sickness, the NWA, and then
Oh boy. No,
and then I
these
went
guys
to
are talking. These guys are talking about Jimmy G and like how he's playing right now. They're like the Rams might just win this. I mean, and they're not lying though.
I know.
I mean, our defense and special teams is gonna need to score some points. That's what I'm saying.
Let's see. Oh yeah, Eric Crocker, but he streams like in my location at 6:30. He does 6:30 to 8 o'clock in the morning. So I never catch him live. So I've
Oh,
spoken
does
to
he
him.
stream like early AM or what?
Yeah, very early AM. Like I like Wayne Breezy how he talks about the team like Like he says the same thing. He's like, we know who Jimmy is. We know who Jimmy is. But Wayne Breezy is not like Grant. Oh, Jimmy expletive, yada yada. Wayne Breezy, and another person who I like is John Chapman. And John Chapman basically like does the film, and he's like impartial, and basically John Chapman watches the film and he explains why Jimmy's good on one day and why he's bad on another. That's a good way to do it. But just because like stats don't mean nothing, because like a lot of people like quarterbacks should not be throwing like an interception per game. That's just idiotic and stupid. And the reason why like every time Jimmy throws an interception, it reminds me of Alex Smith. Alex Smith had an interception. I remember his rookie season had 1 passing touchdown and 11 interceptions. I hated Alex Smith because he just threw interceptions. And one thing about Alex Smith, when Harbaugh was there, Harbaugh made him make sure if you're going to throw the football, you throw the football to an easy read so you're not making mistakes. And Alex Smith learned to become a game manager. So I would rather have a quarterback that's a good game manager who can manage the game and make very little turnovers and mistakes and win football games. But yes, everybody wants to see the Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, Aaron Rodgers, the flashy quarterbacks. They want to see that. But there are a lot of great teams that have great flashy quarterbacks and their defense is horrible and they're never good. So that's why it's hard for me to understand why, the team that we have, like, and the same thing with Trey Lance. When Trey Lance played bad week 1, I wasn't going to give Trey Lance a pass. You're a pro athlete. And he's going to play in a lot of games in the rain. He played in the snow, and it's more harder to play in the snow than in the rain. So, but at the end of the day, like, it comes down to Kyle. Kyle is basically like, his quarterback rooms have always been the problem on this team. So.
Oh my goodness. Speaking of Niners content creators, there's one more going live.
You have Jane the Bay. He's live right now.
Yep.
Well, that's what my computer says. Jane the Bay. Live show with special guests.
Oh my God. Clark went offsides. Remember he was talking shit on D4 going offsides? He just did the same thing. Shouldn't have been talking shit. Oh, sorry.
I like Jonah. Should have been talking shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jonah and his boy KO, they don't have social media, so I wanted them to have them on, just during the week to talk football. Yeah. Jonah is the only guy who makes me care about the Bears, and Butters is the guy who makes me want to hate the Bears. TOP, he's a homer. And then KO, he's a good dude, but he's also a homer. Yeah.
Hit that like button.
That exchange.
I'll never say that. Yeah.
Hey, you know what? I just had a brainstorm. So I have 2 smart TVs that aren't hooked to YouTube yet.
Uh-huh.
So I don't need to go buy another device. I got 2 more. I could have 4 streams going at once.
Yeah, like those smart, like in December 2019, a good friend of mine, he's a little bit in the wealthier side. He's a good dude. He's a good friend of mine. I've known him since we were in high school. His family's nice to me. And they don't really act like those like rich people. Like they're so humble. And apparently, like their family, they're a little bit like more with their money. So they're able. So apparently they made a mistake and they bought 2 smart TVs. One of them was from Sony and the other one was a Roku. The Roku was the cheapest one. So in 2019, I see my buddy. I say, "Yo, what's up, man?" Because he never goes to my house, and it was like very rare. And then a bunch of people were looking at him. "Yo, who's that dude, man? He's all dressed up nice and elegant, dude. This is my friend from high school. He's a little bit more like a very dapper, very, very nice. But he's a good dude." He's like, "What's up? What's up, dude? What's up?" He's like hugging all the guys from the streets. oh, you're John Jay's friend. Like it's like, dude, why is this guy in the suit? Giving us a hug and talking our lingo. And then 10 minutes after, it was so funny. Oh, this rich white man can be in the hood. You're welcome. It was fun. It was fun. And I said, so we went inside, and he said, dude, your folks let me in, and I left this for you. This is a Roku TV. I paid like $99 for it. I made a mistake. So I said, I want you to have it. I said, dude, I can't pay you back. He said, dude, this is called the Friends Family Discount because you are my boy, and I know you're good for it. You've never, ever. He gave me this wonderful Roku TV. It still works wonderful. It looks like a nice, so it's like 43 inches. So it's a big TV for my room. And I downloaded, the first thing I downloaded was YouTube. And I basically, like, now I don't need cable no more. So I watched the free content, like the free shows and stuff on YouTube. And I also watch, occasionally I watch, when I'm on my show, I'm watching YouTube's NFL YouTube channel, and they're talking about, the stuff, or I'm listening to Pat McAfee or Rich Eisen, because they also stream their stuff on YouTube. So I don't need cable no more. And then all the free stuff for like the free television content, I don't need cable no more. So I'm very lucky to have that smart TV. I would go and invest on a smart TV. You don't need cable no more. It's the best, and there are a lot of cheap smart TVs now. Like 5 years ago, they were like $1,000. Now you can, like my buddy said, it was a $99 television. So I owe him a lot for that TV. So I've been very lucky. Like I said, I've had a lot of good people that have donated their old clothes to me, stuff like that. So yeah, smart TVs are really good.
Well, I need this guy to step up tomorrow. Who do you think I'm talking about?
Jimmy Garoppolo has to step up. I'm sorry.
Yeah, see, I'm wearing this. I have his number. It's on right now.
Yeah. Like,
He's
Right. Can't
Jimmy
see
just needs to not screw up.
yeah.
That's what we need. Just don't screw up.
So one of YTC's buddies, his name is Mac Altroy. He's a New England Patriots fan. And I don't know if he's trolling me or if he actually believes me, or he actually believes what he's saying, but it sounds like for real. I said, dude, and he's like, no, Jimmy G is going to be on this team in 2023. I said, I know you're trolling me. And he said, let me explain, John Jay, with that Southern Louisiana accent. He's like,
Matt.
John Jay, let me explain something. Like, you could have got rid of him, and you chose to keep him. I said, because nobody wanted him. Oh, that's what all Niner fans, they make that excuse because nobody wanted him. Whatever. So I like Mac Altroy. He's a good dude, but, I got a feeling that he's gonna reunite with Bill Belichick because he used to be a free agent. Because I don't think Mac Jones is their guy. I think they only picked him up because he was similar to Jimmy Garoppolo.
I think they picked him up because they had to.
Patriots lost another quarterback today.
Yeah.
In the Green Bay game against Green Bay. The backup quarterback got hurt.
Sheesh.
Jed Hoyer or Brett? What is it? Hoyer?
I think it's Hoyer.
Okay.
Man. So
if we still trade was still playing.
Here comes Blake Bortles.
I think we would have made a trade. Patriots probably would have said, we want Jimmy.
Yeah. The Trey Lance was still on the field, we probably would. Here you go. You can have him. We need a 8th round pick and a donut with a bite out of it.
Well, Jimmy Garoppolo is a free agent, and of course, Parag Marathe, that guy's an asshole. Excuse my language, Corey, but he wrote the contract. Basically, like, there is a no franchise. So say, like, hypothetically, let's go hypothetically. Jimmy balls out. Like, his numbers are good. He has a good, rest of the season. He does really well. And then the Niners are like, you know what? Let's bring him back. Let's franchise him or whatever. Prague says, don't franchise my quarterback. So Prague has been the biggest reason. And again, like, I'm not trying to defend Jimmy because a lot of people always, look at, why do you say this stuff? I said, Parag Marathe wanted big money after the 2017 season. Jimmy just wanted to be on the Niners. And Parag Marathe screwed the Niners. After the NFC Championship game, Parag Marathe was like, Jimmy, let's go to a doctor. The doctor says no surgery. And they said, all right, good. But then Jimmy was having some swelling, some pain, some issue. Then Parag waited to the final moment, go to the doctor. And they went to a good doctor, and the doctor says, no, you need surgery. Oh, my client, we want you to pay him that money because Parag was going to get $800,000 from the $8 million injury settlement if he got cut. Parag is a snake. I hate agents. I think the league needs to assign like league agents where it benefits the team and the players, because agents look out for themselves. But many people don't like that idea because basically the league will always undercut the players. But at the end of the day, Parag Marathe should have just said, you know what? I want my client to be healthy. Let's take him to a hospital. And if he needed a surgery, and then Jimmy could have been back way sooner than the start of training camp. So that's just my thoughts on it.
Hope we make Aaron McDonald look like
a
a fool tomorrow. Yeah, me too. Hopefully,
seeing him in a Ronald McDonald for outfit would be nice, but
we'd love to see him.
You know what?
His helmet.
Aaron Donald is not getting younger. How long can he hold up?
That's a good question.
Sorry, Corey.
Yeah. Yeah, he is. He's not getting any younger.
Ooh. Oh.
Where's my man Brian Cup at?
The Buccaneers just picked it off.
Yep.
Are the Chiefs choking?
There is 4 minutes and 40 seconds left, 42 seconds left in the game, and they're still up by 17.
Yeah. I think Kansas City won the game. I can't see Tampa Bay coming back.
Oh, man.
If it would be some sort of miracle.
Because, yeah.
Maybe Rumbo's going to hop on today. Because there's no game today, but he does always hop on Sundays. Maybe that's where Brian is. He's probably waiting for Rumbo.
Well, it is Sunday. Maybe he's spending it with his family.
Yeah. And I forgot to send the Dina the link and invite her.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh, because I know I told Wednesday, I said I probably wouldn't go live till next Wednesday. But I decided yesterday, I started thinking, I said, let me do a live show tomorrow.
Yep.
Before the 49er game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got to go to the UPS store. I got to drop off some internet equipment, and then they'll take it back to the internet provider I'm using. And then after that, I'm gonna do a live stream early, and then after the game, like at 8:30, after the game, I'm gonna do the call-in show. So yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I'm hoping I'm a happy person tomorrow after the game.
The good thing about this game is because I've been watching all the Monday Night Footballs on ABC, so no more ESPN. So now people can watch it nationwide on ABC.
Hold on, what?
So basically, the game is going to be just like the NBC, Sunday night. So ESPN is no longer showing the games for the network, but they are still showing it on ESPN. They're doing the Manning cast like they always do with both Peyton and Eli brothers on ESPN2, but also they're showing it on ABC. So
No
football is
way.
back on ABC again for the first time in 15 seasons. Because I've watched all the Monday night games. I saw the Seattle Seahawks beat the Broncos. Week 2. Did I watch the Week 2 game on Monday night? I don't know who played Monday night. I know last week the Giants and Dallas
Cowboys.
played. And then so yep.
Man, why don't I get it? Why ain't they showing it in my area?
Well, I don't live in New York or Dallas, but I still got to see the game on ABC. So I don't want to sound kind of messed up. I don't know if you wanted to watch it or didn't even care, but they've shown all the games on ABC in my location. I don't live in.
You're lucky because right now I flipped through my TV menu just to see where the game is at, and it's telling me ESPN.
So
I'm not even gonna get to watch it unless I can find a streaming service that has it.
Well,
That's probably for the better. That's probably for the better anyway.
sheesh.
I don't know if I can watch. I mean, so I don't know. Watch me not watch it, and Jimmy G go for 300 yards and be the quarterback that we all thought he was after 2017. No, well, being dead serious about Jimmy G. 2019 was his best year. 2020 he didn't necessarily do anything great before he got hurt. He was average. 2021 his play dropped off. It wasn't the same as 2019. And I just, when it comes to a quarterback being on the downward trend, they don't all of a sudden bounce back. So I don't see him getting better. I think it's a serious. I think it's a combination of his physical limitations and his psychology about playing the sport, because he's been hurt so many times. There's always that thing in his subconscious in the back of his head telling him he's going to get hurt. This is where jittery G comes from. And honestly, I think it's true. I think he is jittery, and I think that's why he's regressed. And I think he needs to go see the right sports psychologist and get over it, because if he doesn't, he's not going to be playing much longer.
So before we talk any more 49ers football, I dropped the link to the service that I use. It's called Sling, and they're doing half off. So instead of paying $35, I think it's like $17.50. So, and you get ESPN, and you get to personalize it however you want it. It's a really good service. There's also Red Zone, NFL Network, yada yada. And a bunch of other stuff. They also have like a free version of Sling, so you don't really need to sign up. It has like a bunch of content for free, but like if you want the live stuff, you got to sign up. So if I were you, David, I'll use this because I've been using this since 2015, and I've been grandfathered in. So I still paid the $25 and only $5. So I paid $30 for the sports package, everything, yada yada. So.
Yeah.
I'll check it out.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
I will use the free trial first before you, so you can look at what they have, and if you want to get the live stuff, if you get the live stuff, you get to, like I said. But this is a good time right now. It's $17.50 for the first month.
Hey, there's Bryant.
Yep.
What's up, buddy?
Yep.
What's up, Bryant?
Yep. Sling TV is also the cheapest because YouTube TV, DirecTV, Hulu are all $70. So this is still like the cheapest. And I don't know anyone's economic situation. I never asked that question, but it is the cheapest. And if you still miss the traditional like TV stuff, it's a good alternative. But like I said, I use that thing called Tubi. I got the Roku channel on my smart TV. I got the Amazon, their free Amazon thing called Freevee, where it has like thousands of movies and televisions and yada yada. I got the Pluto television, which shows live shows, live news, live sports, yada yada. But a lot of this stuff is like the sports stuff is like 24 hours with like a day old stuff, but it's like very recent. They show a lot of like old stuff, old documentaries. They have like a library of television as well. That's some good alternative. You know, it works for me. Yeah, it works for me.
Brian. So, Brian, since you're a special team person, is your special team gonna score first tomorrow? Is we gonna have to kick a field goal tomorrow? Or a kick return? Punt return? What you think, Brian? And David,
Yo,
how you think you did on the pick'ems?
well, right now I think I'm tied with you. Let me check. I have 5 losses, and if the Chiefs are able to hold off the Bucks for 2 minutes and 40 seconds, which they have a 3rd and short coming up right here. But yeah, if the Chiefs hold off the Bucks, then it's just tomorrow night's game. Back to have a winning record. That hurt my season though. 4-12 last week. That hurt my season.
Yeah.
I mean, for me going 11-5 week 2, and then 8-7-1, that I'm literally at 500 with a tie. But this will put me back in the winning column. I'm gonna need to squeak out like a 1 or 2 loss season, 1 or 2 loss week here and there to catch up to you, probably. That's all right. We'll see what happens.
Brian, how you doing in pick'ems this week? He's still here.
Oh, they got the first down.
What's the
Tampa
score?
Bay has, all right, 2 minutes, 30 seconds left. 41-31 KC. And Tampa Bay does have 2 more timeouts, including the 2-minute warning, but they're down 10 points. And Kansas City's letting it go down to the 2-minute warning right now.
Yeah.
You're not going to get a playoff, dude. Come on. Come on, Mahomes. Just stand there. Look cool. That's right.
I will say
he did exactly what I said, too.
I will say this. I think I was the only person who said the Bucks were not going to be a championship contender. They're going to win games, but they're not the team that they once were.
Well, they're older. I mean, they didn't. They just got older and they lost players. So I don't see.
I know. I said that because that lone Buccaneer, lone wanderer, and then there was another Bucks fan on Bally's stream, and I said, "Dude, I like you, man. I don't hate you. I know nothing personal, but the facts remains that you guys are gonna go 10 or 11 victories. I think you're gonna down, but because their division is sloppy and bad." But they're not a championship caliber team. They do got players, and yeah, they are older. But I don't know who's going to come out of the NFC. The Eagles so far are undefeated, but I don't know what's going to happen. They do have an easy schedule. Like after they play the Cardinals, if they beat the Cardinals, like they have like the next 5 weeks of easy opponents. The Steelers are not good. They lost to the Jets. They're playing a lot of low tier teams. So,
hey, you never know. Maybe they could overlook them and get smacked in the face.
So, it is what it is.
Well, then they got the Hurts business. I don't think. I mean, he's okay. He's probably a step up from Jimmy G, but I don't see him doing anything great in the playoffs.
Well, YTC and Undisputed and Giants Nation, they're not here. They hate Jalen Hurts. But Jalen Hurts is not a bad quarterback. Now, yes, is he Lamar? No. Is he a Kyler? No. Is he a Josh Allen? No. He's a hybrid.
Kansas City kicked that ass, huh? That's why Tom Brady should have had it up before he get his ass kicked in the head. I heard he took a pretty good hit, too.
Yeah.
Take his head off of there. He ain't protected no more.
Oh, they're running the ball. Travis Kelce's not on the field.
Yeah, they're trying to get the first down, force the timeouts.
Yep. Tampa Bay got one timeout left.
So I gotta start writing down my picks, and then I gotta like start keeping track of it.
Yeah.
I personally don't want to, but I just want to see.
And I'm so excited about tomorrow game. We will win, and we are in first place.
Oh man, another day.
Beat LA.
So David, I told you that I was hanging out with a very thick, attractive woman.
Oh yeah.
Looks like she's more like a friend. She doesn't, see me, and I get it. I'm not the most appealing man, is what it is. But it was fun just hanging out and talking to her, getting to know her. Great stuff. She's from the state of Nevada, but she went to Sacramento State, where my boy's fiance. So I got to know stuff about her, which is pretty cool. Yep.
Oh my. First down, KC. Minute and 41 seconds left right now. What are these guys saying? There's a flag on the field.
Mm-hmm.
Repeat third down. It's against Kansas City. Oh, they just got a first down too. That sucks for them.
Game's over.
But anyway, I mean, they're down. Tampa Bay's down 10 points with a minute 41 left. This is done.
It's over. Unless something like crazy happens, like back in the late 70s, early 80s, where the Eagles and the Giants were playing, and the Giants were trying to run the clock out, and a fumble happened, and then they take it for a touchdown, and then somehow they get an onside kick, and then they score. Yeah. You got to have a lot of luck, and your team has to be clumsy and dumb, not knowing how to close out a game.
Their blocking tight end was the one who got the holding flag. There it is. They ran it. It's going to go down under a minute before they have to punt it.
Yep.
Well, I hate that they changed on the kickoff. Usually that ball was live. You couldn't let the ball hit the ground. It was live. There's no fair catch. Or, you couldn't on the kickoff. On the punt, you could call fair catch and stuff and let the ball hit the ground.
What they have to
On the
do.
kickoff,
Mhm.
it used to be that ball was live. So that ball would go down. You couldn't let the ball hit the ground. Because it's still a live ball.
Yeah. Because I remember they would kick the ball off from the 20-yard line, and the ball, like, you would rarely see touchbacks because,
Mm-mm.
like basically you would see maybe like one touchback during the game. So there were touchbacks. Sometimes the kickers were lucky; they would have a few touchbacks, but the ball was always like caught like between the 10 and 15-yard line, and then that's why the 40-yard dash was very important to get down to the returner as quick as possible. Now the 40-yard dash is just basically like, oh, I'm fast. That's basically what it is. It's not what it used to be. Because there was a lot of like collisions, like a lot of hit collisions, and they were trying to not have concussions.
Yeah.
So then they allowed, I don't know if it was like the late 90s or early 2000s, the fair catch rule, where you put your hand up in the air and, get the ball, yada, yada, and then they will not tackle you. So they knew that they were trying to eliminate those head injuries. The problem was now, then they decided to move the ball to the 25. Then they moved it to the 30. So now they don't encourage kickoffs anymore. So every time there's a kickoff, it's going to be a touchback, unless the ball is kicked and the player has 1 foot in the end zone, 1 foot at the 1-yard line, and they cannot go back because then it's a safety where they're forced to run out there. Or maybe the kicker doesn't have the leg and, it goes to like the 5 or 10-yard line and yada, yada. But the NFL, they're trying to eliminate the kickoff, and they better not do that because there are 2 leagues that are not the NFL. One was the AAF, where what they want to do is that they always spot the ball at the 25-yard line, so there's no more, special teams. Or what they do is that the kicker is by themselves at the 25-yard line, and both teams are at the 40-yard line. And once the ball is kicked and ball is caught, then the kicking team can go run at the kicker. So one of those situations is going to happen in the NFL in the next 5 years. So just get ready.
Yeah. Do you think who gonna turn the ball first tomorrow?
All right. If history is always correct, last year, Matthew Stafford had 4 turnovers, 4 interceptions. I don't know if Matthew Stafford, but I got a feeling the Rams are going to cost a turnover. But I'm not saying the Niners are going to recover. I'm just saying that it's going to be a fumble by the Rams, and they're going to recover it. So that's going to be the first, not the first official turnover, but I do feel that the Rams are going to lose the ball or, something. But I think the Rams are going to, be the first team that, gets a turnover.
Game over.
Yep. Game over.
Marking my W.
Yep. My W2. Oh. Yay! Got a W.
Post game coming up. I'm not gonna watch that. Are you kidding?
Nah, I'm pretty soon gonna get off here and go watch my Equalizer or whoever. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So right now, 10 out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm 10 out of 5. So tomorrow, 49 win, I'll go 11 out of 5. So like I said, we just got no penalties. Keep the penalties down low. Keep turning over the ball. Get our offense, Jimmy G, not to make no mistakes. Get first downs. Win the time of possession. And we can win this game. Keep their offense off the field. Tire them out. And then we can win. So, David, any last word before I cut off?
Nick Bosa is gonna live in the Rams backfield rent free. They're actually starting 2 backup guards against us.
Yeah.
I fully expect our defensive line to eat.
I wonder if what's his name gonna play tomorrow.
So far, Armstead and Kinlaw were both limited in practice yesterday. So hopefully we see both of them tomorrow.
What about you, John Jay? Any last words?
What's the what?
Any last words?
Any last words? Thanks for having me on, Corey. It's always fun talking football.
Okay. Well, yep. It's been a good night. And I don't know how many likes I got, can't tell. So everybody enjoy. Go 49ers.
Yeah, go 49ers.
And
Oh, yeah.
beat them Rams.
That's right. Beat LA.
Always a great show. Thank you, Brian. Okay, so have a good night. Go 49ers and beat them Rams, them lamb chops.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, good night, everybody.
Good night.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Okay, what's this? Something. Okay. Oops.